And good evening, everybody. Welcome to SNSN's continuing coverage of high school basketball right here on the Streaming News Sports Network. Mike Minarski along with John Harden. Hey, John, what's going on?
How you doing, Mike? I am glad to be here. I got called up.
You got called up. Yes, you did, sir. And this is your first high school game. You did couple of middle school games with us. And now we're going to go ahead and get up to the big leagues. I do want to address this real quick before everybody starts popping it in the chat room. Yes, we know that the video is choppy. Please know there's nothing we can do about it. We're on a public Wi-Fi, which is everybody's using it, which kills the bandwidth. So there's nothing we can do. We've inside the gym, it's hard to get an external signal. So we're doing the best we can, and I hope it works that way for the whole game. So I just want to go ahead and disclose that right away. So because there's always going to be somebody in this quarter who
Well, understand. Yeah, we looked at this and troubleshot it. The duration of the JV game. So we have got it to the point where it's probably going to be the best it's going to be.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do about it. So we hope you can enjoy what you can enjoy. Unfortunately, not all gymnasiums and schools within Eastern Connecticut or even down by the shoreline are equipped with or any kind of internet connection. So anyway, all right, so let's get past that because that only makes me mad. It really does. It just makes me just mad. So, all right, let's talk about the Lady Wolverines. They are 1-0. They defeated Lyman Memorial on Tuesday night by the 50-41. And, John, I'll be honest with you, it was senior leadership. It was senior leadership that took this team and brought them the W. Mainly Sonia Matheson, who really turned it up in the second half. Where
with 10 points just in the third.
Just in the third alone. But, you can't just get there. What about Haley Eliason? 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. Well, first of all, that's incredible. Number two, it's the first game of the year.
Right, first game of the year. They're playing like they've played together for years. And this is a young team. There's only 4 seniors on this Griswold basketball squad.
And here's the other thing, too, which is really, really exciting to watch, is that this team has kids coming up, and this program is probably going to refill itself over the next 4, 5, 6 years. So girls basketball could very well be back at Griswold High School.
Yeah, they're probably, there might be a banner in their future with some of the talent that we've got here in this Griswold High School girls basketball team. And I'm looking at the banners, and I just have to say, Stonington High School in the 50s was the place to be for high school badminton. They rocked it. 1957, 1958. There's one back there. High school badminton, this is the place to be.
Why don't they do badminton anymore?
Because Stonington ran them all off.
Track and field, though, they got a lot of banners up there. Class M softball. 1936. What are you looking at there, Cam?
North track.
Oh, state champions, Class M, 1936. All right, so they are making the announcements right now. Anyway, I want to go back while they're doing that. Sonia Matheson had 12 20 boards. Haley Eliason, like I said, 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. That was in the fourth quarter alone.
Well, the Lady Wolverines in the fourth quarter basically shut Lyman down. The Lady Bulldogs, they only had one player that scored a point, and actually she scored 11. And that's the only Bulldog that scored in the fourth.
Exactly. And then you have Lindsay Van Landen, who had 2 threes in the first to kind of get everything going. I think the smartest play of the whole game was in the third quarter when Kevin Babcock called a timeout because they were looking very, very sluggish coming out of the
Lyman was going on a run.
Yeah. All right, so here's the starting lineup for the Wolverines. Number 13, Natalie Beacott. Number 32, getting the start again. Also, it's Faith Russell. Number 22, 3-point threat, Lindsey Van Lannen, senior. Number 15, Sonia Matheson, who had that big game. And then, of course, Haley Eliason getting introduced last into the lineup, number 2. The other thing that I really get to see with Haley Eliason, simple fact that she's passing the ball a lot and more than she has done.
Right, moving that board. From looking at the game, I wasn't at the game, but looking at the news reports and then talking to people in town, they were passing around, moving it, and crashing the boards, getting inside and making those shots. And with its junior squad as Griswold has with his girls basketball club, they've got 3 of their 4 seniors in the starting 5.
All right, so the starting 5 for the Stonington Lady Bears, Kenzie Pettigrew, number 2, number 11, Ann Drago, number 14, Sophia Fernholz, number 15, Gabby Dimmick, and number 22, Rory Risley. It's time for the national anthem. So I gotta know, was somebody here singing that, or was that a recording?
I don't know. I was thinking the exact same thing. It was a fantastic rendition. Whoever did that, whether it was recording or live.
I didn't see anybody singing it, but that was pretty amazing.
It was an a cappella national anthem.
Kevin Babcock, of course, for the Griswold Lady Wolverines, and Paula Solar, the coach of the Stonington Bears, 30 years in that position.
That's a tenure right there. 3 decades.
3 decades.
Coaching girls basketball here at Stonington in the Bears' lair.
Bears' lair. Sorry, with the Wolverines.
The Den of Pain.
You ready to call it, John?
I'm ready to get started.
All right, here we go.
So Stonington's looking to even their record 1-1. Griswold's trying to take their record to 2-0.
It's going to be Russell and Risley.
And we've started. Stonington with the tip-off gets the ball. They're taking it down into the Griswold territory. Keeping it around the perimeter, passing, looking for a lane inside.
They're going to take a 3.
And they're going to hit 3 right from the beginning.
It's Gabby Dimmick, number 15, knocking one down. Van Lannen from the left side, just off the rim. Bears get the rebound, coming on back. Number 11 throws it up. That's Ann Drago, no good. And we're going to have a jump ball down. Yeah.
So a little size disparity there on the jump ball. We had number 2, Mackenzie Pettigrew, with the Bears in there. Oh!
Van Lannen a little too quick for her fingers.
It's out of bounds. So it will be Stonington ball. They field it back in. So that is number 11, and Drago bringing it across midcourt. Trips over her own player. They both go down. Bears lose possession of the ball. It looks like it was number 15. Gabby Dimmick. I tripped her up. Griswold ball driving it down. And it goes out of bounds off green, and it's now Stonington's ball going back the other way.
Dimmick was a little bit lucky not to get a foul called on her there. Looks like the refs are going to kind of let him play. They kind of did the other night for the first couple of periods, and then they kind of did a little bit in the third and fourth.
So it'll be exciting to watch to see if they have a couple of different styles of play. We haven't really seen too much here in just the first minute of the half of the ball game.
Nice move to the hoop there by Fernholtz. No good. Jump ball possession arrow to the Bears.
So Stonington will keep possession. Oh, right up over the middle.
Oh,
Just didn't get in. Dimmick had the shot. Excellent pass to her in the middle, puts it up. Down. Griswold picks up the rebound.
Russell very, very aggressive on that rebound. That's going to be a green ball. Yeah, that was off of number 22 there, Rory Risley. One of the things that had worked for them was the passing game. They had a very, very crisp passing game against Lyman Memorial the other night.
And there's from 3.
That got tipped.
Oh.
But look who's right there.
Right there. She gets her first 2 points of the ball game. 5:58 left to play in the first period.
Drago ran the hoop. And there's going to be a foul. I'm going to call a hack.
1-3.
I'm going to call a hack on, looks like Beacon.
Beacon.
No.
No?
Matheson. They called it 1-5.
Didn't he say 1-3?
I thought so.
It sounded like 1-3.
Yeah. Drago hits the first one. That's for 2. And she hits them both.
Excellent shot. Nice arch on her free throws. So the middle, Matheson back to the outside. Griswold goes for 3, just short.
They've shot a couple of threes and have not been on target.
Looks like we'll have a charge.
Yeah, the charge there. That's on Drago.
Yeah, Eliason had established her position and just got plowed. So it's Griswold's ball. Need to bring it across half.
They put the foul on number 1. They don't have a number 1 out there.
No. Oh, look for the shot. Trying to go back to the outside, back to the inside.
Almost walked there. Beacon back at the top of the key. The Bear defense, rough and tough.
They are all over there. Able to get to the pass. So here's some movement from the Wolverines we didn't see in the first couple of possessions.
They can't get it
need
inside.
To get somebody inside to get that shot off. And there's a steal. Holy cow, that's Fernholtz stealing the pass. Goes back to the Bears. So with all that passing, Griswold wasn't able to get a shot off. Walks away with no points. And that's in and out.
Pettigrew kind of glided right past Van Lannen to the hoop. In and out. No good.
In and out with no burgers.
The bunny wasn't there. Get the bunny. Get it.
So Stonington once again able to get somebody inside, but the shot is blocked. Goes to the court of Griswold.
Eliason just dived for that ball. Beacott, but the head throw, no good. Bounced up and right into the hands of Pettigrew.
And the Lady Bears are on the court.
Another charge.
Another charge.
Let's see if the timekeeper can get the right name, the right number up there. It's going to be number 11.
There we go. That's what it should have been the first time.
That's Drago's second foul. And Drago's very aggressive, maybe a little too aggressive.
Well, yeah, you said, like, it's impressive here. The Bears are being aggressive on both offense and defense. 2 charging calls in the first period. She may need to dial it back down a little bit. Or it could be Griswold just establishing their position.
A couple of subs in for Griswold right now. Comes number 10, as well as number 12, Audrey Giroux. Eliason and Russell going to get a breather. That's going to be out of bounds, right back to Griswold.
Out of bounds and out of the hands of Mackenzie Pettigrew.
5-2 the score. 3:49 left in the first. Stonington up on the Wolverines.
And keeping that press on here early. Not giving Griswold an inch.
No, they are not.
Try to get it to the outside. It's
even
not down.
Even that pass was blocked by Pettigrew.
There's a block. No, that's a block.
That's a block. Very aggressive.
Everybody came to play.
That's Sonia's second foul.
That is her second foul. So we got Matheson and Drago.
Yeah, it looks like Kieran Nielsen's going to come in. And Matheson's going to take a seat.
Well, that's not going to take the intensity level down.
And we are going to get a timeout, Griswold, here in the first. 3:32 to go. 5-2 score. Very aggressive game, John, on both sides.
Absolutely aggressive game. You know, Stonington, we noticed it immediately on their defense. They were all over the Griswold Lady Wolverines when they were coming down to this end of the court. Then didn't slow it up on offense. They went down there, and Drago with 2 charging calls here early. And then a block that we just saw right there with Matheson that brings her to 2 fouls.
Yep.
We did see Kira Nielsen start to come in before the timeout. Give Matheson a break. Don't allow her to accumulate any more fouls this early in the ballgame. But I tell you what, player-to-player intensity level, there's no change between Matheson and Kira Nielsen.
No. And Kira, tall young lady for a freshman.
Absolutely.
And we saw her playing JV contest as well. And she pretty much in the JV contest, she commands the paint.
Oh, she is the commander inside as the center on the JV team. And that's around the rim and out.
So they had a second chance shot, but Nielsen grabbed it. No, it didn't go in. Nielsen grabbed it, but it went out of bounds back to the Bears. So they're getting second and third chance shots.
So Griswold's getting some breaks here with Stonington missing the shots. We just got to get some shots of our own, and that goes over the rim. And
Van
the rebound by
out of bounds.
And Drago's able to get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Drago is everywhere.
She is.
Beacott going to inbound ball. Sends it up to Abby Matheson, who dribbles to the left, gives it over to Van Lannen. Looking for somebody. She'll drop a 3 if she can. Oh, there's Giroux, and she's going to get fouled. Non-shooting foul. I think it was on number 2. Looks like that was on Pettigrew. Yep. It was Pettigrew. That's her second.
They're going to call out a push. That was kind of a chest to the face.
I think you're right. Giroux also a
there's
senior.
A travel.
Yeah.
Yep. That little move to the right and then back to the left.
Yep.
Referee on the other side saw calls the travel.
She looked over and went, just kidding. Just kidding.
It's just a little travel.
Come on, ref. It's Christmas time. Give me a break. Uh-oh, that ball stripped out of Pettigrew's hands, but Stonington gets it right back. And
we got another jump ball.
The possession error was Griswold, so. Low scoring affair, but so far, rear naked chokes and a quarter Nelson. That's what we've seen. Yeah, we've seen that so far.
Right. We're just waiting for somebody to go coast to coast. That's
yeah.
gonna be
If we start seeing somebody got a problem. Dimmick just threw it up into traffic. Or, yeah, Dimmick did. Nothing.
Cleared everybody out of bounds. Possession goes back to the Wolverines. So the Wolverines are getting chances. They're having opportunities. We just haven't been able to capitalize here early in the first period. Well, actually, the entire first period. We got 2:25 left to play.
Eliason is back into the ball.
There we
Pass
go.
on over to Giroux.
Oh!
Oh. Risley says, not today.
Rory Risley. That's a name. I know you're always looking for names. That's a name.
My goodness. She's just a freshman. What is this? This is the battle of the freshmen.
Freshman. And tall freshman.
Yeah.
And there's Nielsen with a shot.
Oh.
As we're talking freshman.
Right over Risley's head.
Puts it up, but it's not able to fall in. We're still 5-2, Mike.
Here we go.
Excellent drive.
Nice move by Pettigrew for her first points of the game. 7-2 Bears.
There was a.
We're going to confer, as Eliason said it was off.
Oh,
back to the Bears.
I think they may have missed one right there, Mike.
I think so, too. Russell back into the game. Nielsen back to the bench. A couple of quality minutes there for the freshman.
Back to the center, 14.
Now,
they try to go up.
Not only that, but she got away with the travel there.
She did, and Eliason with the block goes out of bounds.
Extra step. Sometimes it's hard to see in traffic. Oh, Grizzly puts it up.
Nice shot right there.
9-2 Bears.
From the inbound.
Yes, Stonington's tough, but so are the Wolverines, and they're gonna have to pass better than that because Russell was wide open and she had a clear shot to the hoop.
And it was passed at her ankle.
Yeah.
We lose possession.
Block on Russell. Number 32.
That's her first.
13. Well, both teams have 3 team fouls.
So one thing I've noticed is we had kind of a slide tackle right there.
Yeah, Giroux, that was one heck of a tough play right there. Ended up on the ground. Back into the game.
These ladies are not afraid to mix it up.
Three of the seniors on the floor right now. 3 of the 4. And Giroux out of her hands right into Drago. She's going to go coast to coast. No, but she gets fouled.
No travel. Oh. They were waiting for the shot, so I knew there wasn't a foul. She traveled as she was going in for the layup.
Totally fooled me.
That's early. Russell not able to hold it. Goes off the shin of Dimmick. And into the hands of the Lady Bears. Oh.
5 seconds to go in the first. And at the buzzer, Dimmick. 11-2.
right at the top of the key as time expires in the first period.
That right there, that's the kind of shot that just takes the air right out of your gut.
Any shot that goes in at the buzzer, I don't care if it's first period, second period, third period, or the end of the game. There's something about that made shot at the buzzer.
Yeah, look about that middle school game that we did a couple of days ago up in Thompson, right? Thompson Middle School. Who was the kid? What was the kid's name? And he hit it right at the halftime. Rosario. He hit a three right at halftime, and
a long three.
Yeah,
he was not at the line. He was a couple of feet off the line.
John, and they were down. They were down. It was like 35-3, and he was like,
I'm not done playing here.
No.
So they go into halftime with Rosario's shot in their mind, and they came back out initially, and they were playing very, very tough, but they just weren't able to hang with the middle school Marines. But Rosario hit another three from the same spot in the second half.
And then that Rosario kid just kind of walked by us, a little bit of swag.
He had some swagger.
You know what? Went on a 32 run. Guess what? I just hit that three.
But if I can pick up threes.
All right, here we go. We're going to start the second period of play here. Griswold down 11-2. Not able to really
do much of anything.
Nothing. Yeah.
There's been problems with the pass. We either have not had a successful pass, or when the ball is passed to one of our players, they're not able to maintain possession of it. And there's been opportunities given to the Wolverines here by these Lady Bears, but Griswold not able to capitalize.
Minimize the fouls too. I mean, only on three on both teams. Matheson Sonia is back in the game. Stolen by the Bears.
Oh!
Baby Matheson.
Matheson.
No. SWAT. Just off from Drago. Here we go. We got numbers for Griswold. Van Lannen is out, kicks it out to Matheson, back up to Pot.
She hit the two.
I think it's two, yeah. She was inside the line.
Hey, Griswold able to get some points on the board. That's only their second contest.
Beacot's got two, and Matheson has two. Leading scorer is Dimmick with 5. Long shot by Pettigrew. No good. Matheson
gets the rebound.
Matheson to Matheson. Lindsay Van Lannen throws it up.
Good. Here we go. Now we're seeing some points.
Lindsay able to penetrate there to be able to get into the hoop. And that's really the first time that we've had a Wolverine be able to go ahead and penetrate to the hoop.
They have not been able to get inside.
They've tried to get the ball to Russell a couple of times to no avail, but that time they got through. And if you notice on defense too, who's picking up the slack? Sonia Matheson.
And
then you got baby Matheson, little Matheson.
I was like, Abby, baby Abby,
little Matheson. Her dad's up here too. He gets a twofer. He gets
two for one.
Two of his girls watching. Two of his girls playing game here. Same thing with volleyball. They're playing volleyball.
There you go. You got kids that are playing sports and they play the same sport. I should have that here in a couple of years.
That's saving money. That's saving money. When you can have 2 kids on one team, you're paying one admission. Bam.
Oh, you're talking admission price to the games. I'm thinking. Yeah.
Why do we need to pay?
We don't buy one, get one half off on the jerseys and everything else. And cleats. Now my boys wear bigger shoes than I do.
Drago over to Pettigrew at the top of the key. Trying to penetrate left. On back over to Drago. Gets it inside to Risley. Spins and it's good.
So once again, Lady Bears able to get inside on the Griswold defense. One thing that Griswold has not been able to do on the Stonington defense.
13-6 the score.
And there's another block on a pass.
Nice get by Giroux there, and Landon loses it. Going to be a jump ball. Possession Bears.
But Stonington able to get anything they can in on these Griswold passes. Griswold just cannot get that ball around.
Well, I mean, Stonington is capitalizing on what they can get inside so far, where Griswold is not. Nice block by Sonia Matheson.
Drago trying to go all the way in, but not going to happen.
No, Sonia was right there. I don't know if this was before your time, but I mean, as far as Griswold High School basketball is concerned. But, you know, it's kind of like, you know, Matheson, she doesn't go anywhere. She sits right there, and you're not going to get past her. There's a long three there by Pettigrew. And picked up by Fernholz.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
We may have to break them up on that one.
Oh, my God. Third of the rope, Suplex City.
That was going to go from jump ball to
yeah. Thought they were going to go into the, what do they call it?
I think everybody else did too, because you saw everybody converged in on that group.
Going to ask the athletic director to get a wrestling match out today.
That's
cross-court pass over
nice
to Giroux.
Pass.
And she's getting double teamed.
Yeah, Stonington right there on their defense.
Rapid defense by Stonington.
There we go. Drive the board.
Little Matheson. No good. A rebound. Bears. And somebody loses a shoe.
I got a ball game. When somebody loses a shoe, it's a ball game.
Yeah, that's right. Very, very.
So we got the push.
It's a fourth team foul on Griswold. And she's good with the shoe. Here we go. To 6. Stonington. A little more than 5 minutes to go in the half.
The one difference from the second period from the first period, much stronger under the basket defense by Griswold this period, and we're able to drive inside and get some points on the board. We've gotten 4 in the second period.
Said Giroux? Yeah, second foul.
And with the rebound shot, it goes in. That's number 14, Sophia Holt.
Her first points of the afternoon or the evening.
And there's another steal on a pass.
And she gets her second pass.
There we go. That's the difference right now. Stonington's getting
a timeout
inside on the glass, and they're getting their rebounds and putting it back up.
They're totally throwing Griswold off of the game. I mean, they're very aggressive. These Bears aren't hibernating.
No, but can they keep that up for 20 minutes?
You know, I got, you know, we were talking about that at the Lyman game the other night, and it's almost a game of, early in the season, it's a game of conditioning. You know, who's going to get blown up?
Right.
You know,
well, it's
after the first half,
you're sitting there in practice and you're like, why are we running these lines? Why do we keep running lines night after night after night?
Right.
This is why you run those lines.
Mm-hmm. And we saw it. We saw it. Griswold was kind of blown up, you know, coming into the, you know, after the first half. You know, they came in and Babcock got that timeout, said, "Hey, girls, no." And that was it. And they went on that run and ended up defeating Lyman Memorial.
And they actually went up by 10 at one point.
Yeah. We went from Bulldogs to Bears.
Bulldogs to Bears.
Yeah.
To Whippets.
Oh, whip it good.
That'll be Griswold's first home game this year. So hopefully Griswold can go into their first home game 2-0, but they're going to have to get past a very aggressive Stonington Bear team tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
Who's up by 11 here with 4:43 left to play in the second period. Score 17-6. Oh, yeah. Little arm check there. It's going to be Pettigrew.
That's going to be her third.
So she's got 3 of the 4 team fouls for Stonington.
3 on McKenzie, yeah.
That's cross court for Griswold. They get her up underneath the basket on the baseline. She tries to put it up, hits the bottom.
I think they missed one because Drago has 2. How many do you have on Drago?
Drago.
Fouls.
Yeah, they're missing a team foul.
They're missing a team foul up there.
There's a 3 off the front of the rim, but Griswold able to get a rebound.
On out to Giroux, out on the wing.
Back to the inside, back to the outside. Matheson puts it up, in and out, and Stonington comes down with the rebound. There was 3 wide on 1 green. Right there.
And is that on Drago?
Well, I know it was Eliason that went down.
Okay.
That was Drago. Yeah,
they're still missing one on the team foul.
That's 3.
That's 3 on Drago. That's 3 on Pettigrew. That could play into the second half.
But they'll get that free throw on the team foul because they're missing one.
But,
So Matheson underneath.
Blocked.
Shot is blocked.
Grizzly's tough, man. She's a freshman and just towering over him.
But the one thing I was saying, Mike, before we got that charge call and got the game back started, is when you look underneath the basket when there's a shot, there were 3 Stonington Bears against 1 Wolverine for that rebound.
Yeah.
And they had Wolverine to the outside, so they're boxing them out. There's a travel on Stonington.
Very tight zone.
The ball back.
Very tight zone.
We've got to get underneath on those shots, get Stonington out, give ourselves a chance to recover the rebound. Shots up off the front of the rebound. Another 3 doesn't go in.
Giroux gets
there's
blocked by
blocked
Risley.
Shot.
And Grizzly's going to come down with it and get into a tussle.
Drew and Risley, they fighting for that ball. Jump ball possession, Stonington.
That was a tussle.
A tussle with a capital T.
Mm-hmm.
As Stonington comes back down. Nice pick on the outside that allows Drago to go back in. There's Risley with a shot just to the outside.
Matheson comes down with it. They got to convert here. They have to convert.
We have to get that shot. And the other Matheson with a shot clears the rim. Oh, there we go. So you had Matheson and Risley both going for that ball on the shot. They say it goes out on Risley. So stay ball.
We're gifted that one.
Making up for the one they missed earlier.
Wow.
Oh, trap. Oh, my goodness gracious. So had a blocked pass and then got called for the travel. It's going to give Stonington the ball. So no score again, and then we give up possession back to Stonington.
Okay, girls, don't fight. You're on the same team for the rebound. But Beacon, there's a travel by Beacon.
Just a little bit of a travel.
See, now this is the beginning of the season game that
I'm on Tuesday. I was going to say last week. It was just Tuesday.
The JV team on Tuesday, I think they, from what I saw, it was like 10 to 15 travel calls. Oh yeah, it was a little brutal, but it was first game.
Another jump ball.
Possession arrow Griswold. Nielsen coming back.
So I tell you what, Elias and Beacott. Jump balls. They'll take your arm off. They ain't playing. I don't know if I want to get in there on it. Shot Ridley. Rory Ridley.
Oh, behind the back. Did you see that? Nice move there by Drago.
And he's going to
Pedigree
on the shot. Going to get 2 shots. The initial shot didn't go in.
That's on Eliason.
But that'll give Pettigrew 2 shots.
2 for number 2. And that's the girl that lost her shoe.
She did. And she's playing like, they're not really low tops. They're like quarter top. How is she playing basketball?
That's probably why they flew off the foot. It's like, 2 for 2. They are 4 for 4 from the line.
I was going to say Stonington is tough.
You know, I mean, like Griswold pulled it out. 9 out of 10 in the fourth quarter on free throws. Look at Risley. Look at Risley just jumping up and saying,
So Matheson tried to feed it down to Nielsen, and no. Once again, Stonington getting their hands in on these Griswold passes.
These girls are battling it out. The funny thing is tomorrow they'll be sharing TikTok videos.
That's going to go out of bounds on green. It'll give Stonington the ball. So Griswold once again walks away with no points, giving the ball up to the Lady Bears.
The Bears.
So Stonington doing a fantastic job of breaking up the passes for Griswold. Not allowing them to get shots, and when they do get shots, they're able to block them, keep them down, get those rebounds.
How many fouls do you have on Eliason?
Eliason? I have 1.
They're showing 2.
I have 1.
Was that Risley? Yeah, we're going to give it to Risley. 21-6.
There we go.
Johnson.
With 2.
21-8. Another.
Ben Lannon. No, sir. No way, no how. Possession Griswold gives the Wolverines the ball.
Stolen
Pass right there by No,
that was Pettigrew.
That was Pettigrew.
And put in by Fernholtz. That's going to be the end of the first half. Uh-oh.
A 23-8, Mike, at halftime. Stonington with the lead. And I think the differences are pretty stark right now.
Yeah.
Stonington has Griswold completely out of their game. They can't pass, they can't shoot, and they have not been getting rebounds.
Yeah, not at all. They really have not been able to get into any kind of rhythm whatsoever. Even the passes inside, we're seeing a lot from number 22, Rory Risley, the freshman center for Stonington.
Yeah, very impressive.
And how many times have I said it? The star it's in the name.
I was going to say,
we
said at the beginning of the game, I said, I know you like names. That's a name. And then she's showing up here in this ball game.
I'm telling you, if you got a cool name, you're going to be a star. How can you? Rory Risley. Look at that.
You got alliteration.
What's
the
that?
more R's, alliteration.
Oh, yeah,
it's alliterative. More R's, the better.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, folks. We'll be back in a little bit. The score, 23-8 at the half. Stonington up on top of Griswold. We'll see you in about 9 minutes.
So welcome back to SNSN Radio. This is John Harden waiting for Mike Minarski to make his way back over here. Beginning of the second half, the score is Stonington 23, Griswold 8. Stonington will have the ball to bring it back to begin the second half. We'll see if they keep it up with this fast approach, aggressive style of play. And really, it looks like they're keeping much of what happened in the first half alive here in the second half. And once again, Stonington with shot after shot, second attempts, third attempts, fourth attempts. And Drago able to put it down for 2. And there's another pass trying to get to Matheson underneath. Not going to happen because Dimmick got a hand in there, knocks it out of bounds.
Between Dimmick and Risley. Good luck.
I'm telling you, so really, in the opening moments of the second half, much of what we saw in the first half. Stonington breaking up Griswold's passes and being able to drive underneath and get the ball up, get the rebounds, and give themselves second chances as we have a jump ball underneath with Matheson and Fernholt.
You know, we may be wrong. I think I don't know who I'm not looking at the scoreboard.
You're not looking at it anymore?
Not anymore, no. Because you and I are jiving with what we have.
We do. We just mark it as we see it. We are watching it along with everybody else.
They cannot get it inside at all.
They can't.
Around the perimeter.
Watch, right there. Did you see exactly what happened right there? Risley came in like underneath under that basket when they started to make that move inside. You already had Dimmick there. And as soon as Griswold was driving inside, here comes Risley right in there and closes the door.
Dimmick just picked up. That's her first foul. Oops.
And that shot goes wide. Griswold gets the rebound, puts it up.
It's Eliason, her first points of the game. They need some senior magic.
They need to get inside. There was a block right there. And Matheson comes sliding across.
Another
Superman
jump ball.
Style for another jump ball.
It's a great rugby game.
It is very good.
5 seconds. Yeah. I was watching the ref, and I'm like, okay.
Just see that hand. That was a nice stick off the court by a man over there.
So all 4 seniors are on the court right now. And Beacott.
All the seniors in Beacott. This is a senior squad as you're going to see this season.
Yep, they have 4 seniors on their team. Giroux, Van Lannen, Eliason, Matheson.
Who puts up that shot, and it just doesn't go down. But once again, Stonington with the rebound.
They're going to get it right back.
Right. Burnham is trying to get it down to Drago. Too far out of bounds. So a break for Griswold. But you can tell right now, Griswold almost like okay with staying at the perimeters. You got to get underneath. They're basically just blocking Matheson out underneath. We try to get a bounce pass into her. Off her hand, out of bounds, turnover to Stonington. So the passing woes continue. But they're just walling off Matheson down there.
Nice steal by Eliason. Picked it off as they were trying to get the pass into Drago.
So we need to capitalize on this turnover right here.
They're very unsure of themselves tonight, it seems like, when they're passing. They're very tentative.
They are. And there's no zip on their passes.
No. There was a lot of zip tonight. Beat got no good, but right there underneath is Giroux. And those are her first points of the season.
Badly needed.
Cuts the lead to 13, 25-12.
Little dump to Risley underneath, who feeds
Ooh.
back out. Ooh, little head shake.
Nice.
No foul. Excellent defense.
Nice block there by Eliason. It was all ball, too. The ref was right on top of it. Nice inbound steal by Van Lanen.
Taking it down the length of the court. A little bit of a bobble on the dribble. She's able to stop, puts it up, but it doesn't go down. And Stonington with another.
Here we go.
Rebound.
That was partially blocked.
The ball came out of the scrum into Griswold's hands. There's another battle at the baseline.
Oh, my goodness.
Goodness gracious.
I don't know what happened there, but I do know that it's Stonington ball.
Yeah, in the end, it's Stonington ball.
Yep.
And Griswold walks away without points again. Little no-look pass right there by Risley. Puts the pick. There's a travel.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna pull the chain there on Matheson.
Well, for a block.
Yeah. Stoney's got 2 so far.
So really, instead of getting further down, they're almost passing even further out now, Mike. There is not much.
Look at that zone. Be caught
with another 2. Just back and forth, and Stonington calls a timeout.
25-14 is your score. So take a look at the high scores. Like for Stonington, Risley has 6, tied with Drago with also a 6. Gabby Dimmick with 5, and Pettigrew and Fernholz both with 4. Over on the Griswold side, not a lot. Matheson with 2, Beacott with 4. Van Lanen, 2. Giroux with 2, and Abby Madison with 2.
But yeah, pretty.
Look at the book. There's not a lot of markings there on the Griswold side.
Not a lot in the book. And Griswold just really has not been able to put something together tonight.
Yeah, but you know what? Think about it too. Stonington's not putting a lot of points on them. They're really not. So you got to hand it to Griswold's defense. I mean, they are both been playing excellent defensive games. Stonington's just been hitting some shots. And they're getting it inside.
They're getting it inside, and they're winning the rebound game right now. That's
like
awesome.
there. Giroux pulls it down.
So here we go. She was in the exact perfect spot for that shot. Comes down with the rebound. Griswold's able to drive it inside.
That ball's going to get taken right away from Lindsay Van Lanen.
It was almost stolen, and she was like, whoop.
So they get the ball back. They did a lot of. They must have done a lot of scouting on Van Lanen because they know she will shoot the 3. She's probably their biggest 3 threat.
And there's another pass that was tipped by Stonington. That's
Beacott. No good.
And Stonington comes down with the rebound.
Drago up ahead to Pettigrew.
Be out on White.
Griswold's going to have to capitalize on something because Stonington's giving the ball right back.
They are right now, and we've got to be able to score those points. If we walk away without points, and there's a 3 shot off the rim. I thought that was off Risley out of bounds, but Green must have had a hand in it.
Abby Matheson coming back into the game, and Lindsay going to take a respite.
I'm not sure who was there with Risley that got their hand. It would have to be Matheson.
That ball was deflected to Giroux. That almost went out of bounds, but Drago was able to haul it in.
Recover it.
Look at Elias.
She's able to break the. Right out of the back.
Right out of the hand.
Abby Matheson able to bring it back across. Gets it to Eliason. Who gets it down.
Oh! That's a receipt. It's a receipt right there from Risley.
Wow.
She was just there and went snap.
Something was actually developing right there, and Risley able to get her hand and knock the shot out of bounds.
She said, "You're going to take it away from me." Well, I'm going to take it right back from you. There's a foul. That's going to be on, looks like Drago. Yeah.
Is that her fourth?
It is. It is her fourth. And
there's probably the sub right there.
Yeah,
that's number 30.
Sierra Lund.
Yeah, we saw her in the JV game, and I had said that number 30 is a ball player. There's a three, just short. Griswold able to get the rebound, put it back up for a second chance. It's off the rim. Third chance off the rim. Griswold still retains possession. And there's another pass that's stolen by Stonington. That's it was number 15, Gabby Dimmick. And then she's knocked down by Griswold.
Yep. That's 3?
0. Yep, that's 3.
$25-14. Just over a minute to go in the third.
Very fast period here in the third. And Pettigrew was driving all the way inside. Almost unimpeded, Mike, till she got right underneath the basket.
And that looked like that was actually off of Dimmick there.
That's
a bump on it.
Yep. That's Eliason.
It's 2.
She got that knee around on her leg. That's going to be her.
Yeah. Eliason with the knee strike.
Knee check. Oh.
No.
Oh.
Abby Matheson brings it down, and here she comes.
That's
they got numbers for sister.
Oh! There's 2.
Little sister love there. Abby to Sonia. They've done that before.
The Matheson connection. They pass it back out, and that's going to fall short to the rim. Matheson gets the rebound.
If you forget their names, or if you get them mixed up, just say Matheson.
It's like strain.
Yeah, it's strain. The strain.
All right. Eliason with 2.
Now, she's got 4 points in this quarter. She really heated up in the second half against Lyman. No good. Here comes Griswold.
Oh, beat it out
alone. Boom.
Ooh, easy layup for 2 for Beatcott.
25-20.
The button's going to fall short underneath, but
that's an 8-0 run to close the third for the Wolverines.
That is exactly what Griswold needed to do. Is they needed to keep Stonington out of the basket, get the rebounds. We've talked about it all game. Get the rebounds, get it back over, give yourself a chance to put points up there. They had players back. They were able to feed it to, going in cleanly. Layups against the glass. They score the points. We're going into the fourth period. Ball game. Stonington 25, Griswold 20.
John, you're starting to sound like a motivational speaker.
I'm going to have to do a TEDx or something. I'm going to talk about badminton. Just domination that Stonington had in the late 50s and early 60s. I went back and looked at that banner that's behind the blackboard or the backboard. That's 1961. So they were state champions.
Before both of us.
Yeah. They were state champions. 1957, 58, and 61. I don't know why I'm fascinated.
I mean, how many schools are playing badminton?
How many schools had varsity badminton?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe that was a thing.
I'm impressed. That's 3 state championships. No matter what sport, that's 3 state championships.
Number 21 is coming in for Griswold, which she's a JV player. We do not have her.
We do not have a number to a name.
Number 4. So Kylie McCormick into the game for the Lady Wolverines for the first time tonight. She was on the JV team.
Pass it to Lundy. He gets it to the outside, and that's stolen by Abby. She's going to bring it all the way back across.
To her sister, who stops and pops. No good. Right into the waiting arms of Ferns.
So it almost looked like we were going to have another Matheson to Matheson connection on that one. Lund with the head fake to the line.
And Abby with another rebound. But they're rebounding machines, those Matheson girls.
The Matheson girl, yeah, they've probably got all, not all. They've got most of the rebounds on the game. And another jump ball.
No, they're calling it a travel.
A travel?
They're calling the travel actually on Dimmick. She had the ball on the ground. So the Griswold's got the ball back.
What did she?
Dimmick had the ball on the ground.
Yeah, she shift from one side to the other.
I think so.
Travel.
Lindsay almost traveled. She almost traveled with that.
Almost kind of forgot where she was. Ooh.
But Faith Russell right there to get the blocked ball. And they're going to call another jump ball. And again, so many jump balls. You're losing track of where the possession arrow is. And the possession arrow is to Griswold.
Right. Well, Abby Matson was trying to go all the way down underneath the B cup, but there were 2 Lady Bears in her way. They were able to get their hands on it. Fortunately for Griswold, it goes out of bounds and they retain possession.
Lund comes out and Risley back in.
So Matheson goes up and gets that down pass.
To Matheson. To Van Landen, back to Beacott. Over across to McCormick. Underneath to face Russell. Back out to Van Landen. He drives the lane, throws it up. No good.
Off the rim.
Dimmick pulls it down. Here comes Stonington once again.
And we had another 2-on-1 in that situation on the rebound. 2 Bears to 1 Wolverine.
6.5 to go. No good.
That rolls off the rim.
And we're going to have another jump ball.
A jump ball. Number 22, number 22. So you got Van Landen and Risley.
I want to see the badminton championships. If there's no pictures, it didn't happen.
There's a banner.
I can get a banner made too. McCormick bounced back all alone. Van Landen for 3.
Almost came in off the bounce.
Almost got the shooter's roll.
But Stonington gets the rebound. They bring it all the way back to their side. Getting it underneath the Risley, who feeds it back. Oh, what is it going to be? That's a block.
They called a block on Van Landen.
Van Landen been standing there for 35 minutes.
She was having lunch there.
That is not a block. Go back on the tape once that Van Landen had her position secured on that one.
Cam, let's see the instant replay on that. Cameron, let's see the instant replay. Fernholz thinks the first one. They're 5 for 5 from the line.
They have if you watch their I was watching this in warm-ups as well. They all have very similar forms, styles, and approaches at the line. As she misses that one. But they all have very similar shots, very similar approaches when they're going for the shot.
Russell almost, but no good.
Off the backboard, off the rim. And
Aubrey. That was Aubrey who's in the game for the first time. Gets the rebound. Number 25, Emily Aubrey. Giroux pulls down the rebound from the Wolverines once again. Just over 5 to go in the ball game. 26-20, Stonington. Abby Matheson, and she drives the lane, and she's going to get fouled. 25, that is Aubrey.
Aubrey comes in.
You know what?
And gets her first foul.
Yeah, get the newbie in there and eat a foul or two. Pettigrews coming back in. Oh, there goes Aubrey. Yep.
There we go. So Aubrey in, foul, out.
Pass into Matheson.
At the top of the key, back down underneath. They go to the outside. Matheson back again in the middle, feeds it to the outside. That's only going to be 2. It sails long, but Abby Matheson gets the rebound. She puts it up.
Oh, because and she brings it back out to set it up a little bit. Giroux hits.
Hits it. That was just 2.
That was 2 for Giroux.
Almost another steal on a pass there for Griswold. That shot's going to be long. It's going to be saved. Eventually,
that was Drago.
Goes in for another Stonington 2. 28-22, Mike.
Lead back to 6. Every time the Wolverines start to creep up, here comes Stonington. They didn't call a foul there. Van Lannen.
All alone. Not able to get it in. But we have 2.
Look at this.
Oh, Matheson to Matheson.
That's going
hit
over.
Her sister in the back with the pass. Whoa.
God. Grizzly got brought down with an armbar.
Yeah, I was like, that looks like somebody's finishing move right there.
It was on Matheson, so that is number 3. Honestly, you could have put that foul on just about anybody. It's like watching Rock'em Sock'em Robots right now.
That was a no joke. If there were ropes involved, that was almost like a 3-6-9.
Yeah.
And there's underneath. But Dimmick's able to get the shot off, and it does go in for another Stonington 2. Wait, no, that was Risley?
That was Risley, yeah.
Ah.
Lead back up to 8.
So Risley even still performing. I'm impressed. She's freshman.
Yeah. She's got 8 points. And land. There you go.
That's for 2. So it's back to 6 points separating the 2 ball clubs. A stop and a rebound for Griswold here is good.
It's kind of like the JV contest. The JV team was down by 10 or 12. They came storming back. And really, it was the last minute of the game where it kind of went awry. Blocked by Matheson. Oh, no! Taken right back. And Risley puts it up and
gets another 2 points.
10 points for
Traffic
Risley.
jam there. Gets the ball back to Stonington. Risley able to get it back up and in for another Stonington 2. Score 32-24.
Giroux. I mean, the only thing is right now is that the Wolverines are scoring with a little more consistency. But so Stonington
are not closing the gap.
No, they're not closing the gap.
Good Lord Almighty.
They're going to call a foul on Van Lannen for that.
Van Lannen and Risley. Van Lannen's going to get called for the foul.
That's her second. Third. I have her second. Do you have how many do you have on Van
2.
Landen? Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, they corrected it. Okay,
right.
there we go. That's a 15 foul. You know what's funny is that the Stonington girls they got into a little bit of foul trouble in the first half,
Yes.
but they pretty much kind of stayed with it. The only person that's really in foul trouble is Drago. She's got 4. Pettigrew has 3, and that's it. I mean, Dimmick only has 1. Risley with 1. Fernholz 1.
But you know what's interesting here with the Stonington team? With as aggressive of play as they have, you know, it's not surprising that they have players with higher foul counts, and they start getting into trouble.
Not surprised at all. But I think
it's really not as high as you may think with how this game has been played, because it's been physical both sides of the court.
You know, I think that refs are letting them play. You know, I think they're calling the egregious ones, but I think they're, for the most part, they are letting them play. And, you know, I mean, they're calling jump balls. I mean, there's a lot of jump balls. A lot of them could have been easily been called fouls. But, you know, the refs are letting them play. You know, it's the second game of the season. Let them rock and roll a while.
I like
get some
it.
bumps, get some bruises.
Hey, whether it's the first game of the season, second game of the season, 15th game of the season, let them play.
Yeah. Almost got called for another 5 seconds.
There were 4 change. So right now, Stonington moving it around to the outside. There's 1:58 left to play in the ball game.
They're just trying to burn the clock now is what they're trying to do.
Yep.
Pettigrew and Drago were just playing catch.
We're going to do chest pass drills.
Yeah. Risley wants to play. And there's no shot clock, so they could go all day long. And underneath.
And they finally and just couldn't get it up over the rim.
That's right. Here come the Wolverines. Trying to close that gap.
And we just went under 130. Left the play.
Oh!
Whoa, there was a trip. A little bit of a trip. Take a little trip to the hardwood. That was Dimmick.
That was Dimmick. That is correct. That is 2.
Right? She was sweeping the leg, Johnny.
Sweeping the leg, Johnny. He's the best. Oh.
And we're going to lose possession on the pass. I haven't seen that yet today. The passing game for Griswold. Yeah, there was definitely sarcasm on that. So as much as the passing game was part of their win last week against the Lady Bulldogs, it's been a weaker part of their game here against the Lady Bears.
Yeah, they know that all they got to do now is burn clock.
We're under 1 minute.
They're up by 6. They're going to force the Wolverines to foul pretty soon. Abby. It's her first. You know, and what do? You know, you have a team that's 5 or 6 on the line. And that's only the second. That's only the 6th. No, that's only their 4th team foul here in the second half. Wolverines have 6. So they have a couple more to go.
Getting close, and there's 41.6 seconds left in the ballgame. Score 32-26. So I'm not one to say it's over.
No, it's a 2-possession ballgame.
But the one thing that you can see with the Stonington team, they're passing around burning the clock, is they're able to complete their passes to the intended target.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Griswold's having a hard time getting their hands and arms in on those passes. Whereas Griswold, they're passing through the course of this ball game. Stonington had their hands in on every single pass.
Mm-hmm. Babcock, a little bit of a teaching moment there. He's going with a 3 senior lineup with Matheson, Van Lannen, and Eliason.
So Abby Matheson, she reaches around.
Yeah, Babcock's telling her, foul right away, foul right away. So they lost 4 seconds there. So that's going to put him in the bonus.
That brings Drago to the line. Now I'm going to be interested to see. I told you I watched them in warm-ups. They all have very similar approaches at the line. They do. I tell you what, this entire team shoots very similarly. Got to be coached.
Yeah, Griswold won the game pretty much, closed it out, I should say, at the free throw line by hitting 9 out of 10 in the fourth period.
And she gets both of her.
4-4 from the line, and now their Wolverines are down by 8. And that's going to get
There's
tipped.
Another pass that's tipped out by Rory Risley. Just said it a couple of moments ago. This ball passes, so Bears able to get their hands in on it.
So we're back to a 3-possession ball game, and they're going to try to get the 2, and it's blocked by Risley, but they're going to call her for a foul.
Get a foul.
So that's 2 on Risley, no? No, it's a 3rd on Dimmick. Dimmick.
Interesting.
Where was Dimmick? See, 1 out of 2.
So Griswold coming in on a press.
They did call a foul. Looks like Abby is going to take it again.
So hand check?
No, Eliason. That's 3.
Give up.
They're saying it's 4 on Eliason. How many do you have?
Where's Eliason?
I would have 3.
3.
Yeah.
She sinks the first.
Fernholz has been very consistent all game. There's been no sway in her game.
As a team, I'm impressed with from
their defense is awesome. It's tough.
Underneath to Matson, who turns, tries to get it. It's off the board.
No, that's it.
Not a Wolverine to be seen underneath. Stonington comes up with the rebound. 6 seconds.
5 seconds to go. That's it.
That is our ball game, Mike. Your final score: Stonington 35, Griswold 27.
Not a pretty game. Definitely not a pretty game.
A very
whatsoever.
Physical game. Much more physical than what I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some physicality from the Wolverines on Tuesday night. We just kind of saw a different game tonight. I mean, the Wolverines on Tuesday, they came out with some very crisp passing, very fast. I mean, and they were in control. And was caught off guard many times with their passing. Tonight, it was just the Stonington defense.
The Stonington
shut them
defense,
down.
Right. From the initial tip-off, they just kind of had Griswold out of their game. They were all over their players. They couldn't get the shots in. They couldn't get underneath. They couldn't pass it to the out. We couldn't get inside the paint at all.
No, not at all.
So Stonington, with that win tonight, they improved their record to 1-1. Griswold will be 1-1 when they go and face Wyndham for their first home game on Saturday. And Wyndham went into their game 1-0. They're playing playing field tonight.
Yeah. So I'll have to see how that. I didn't get any updates on that game at all. I wonder if Babs is going to look over here, see if we can get some sort of a conversation with him.
But after Saturday, Griswold, these girls will be going on a 3-game road trip.
Yeah.
And won't be back home.
Who, Griswold?
Right. Until after the new year.
And this right now at this point, this may be the last girls' game that is on the schedule for us at this point. So we carried the first couple. We have some others scheduled, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do them or not. We will certainly keep you posted. I don't care to let you know if we're going to be able to continue to carry the girls basketball right here on SNSN. So, John, great game. Very physical.
Very physical, very fast paced. I'm actually impressed with both sides, really, on the way that they play basketball. Obviously, Stonington just, the way they played, Griswold could never get into a rhythm. But both teams very physical underneath.
Yeah.
Stonington really won the ball game both offensively and defensively. They won the rebound contest, and usually that's going to tell you who's going to end up with more points at the end of the day. And their defense was able to keep the Wolverines out of the paint for most of the evening.
It was just very tough defense that Stonington put up. I mean, they were very tough. Like I said, the Bears were not hibernating tonight.
They came out of the Bears' lair ready to rumble.
The Bears' lair. I keep saying that, but we're the Wolverines' den, at Griswold High School. So, all right, John, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. I think the girls are on the bus.
They're like gone.
Yeah, they're gone. So
it's like us and the custodian that are left in the gym.
in the Bears' lair.
Yeah, if we not the lights.
All right. So for John Harden, for Van de Cam man, and Cameron, just for hanging out.
Coach Chiller.
Look at you can't see his face at all, just a puff ball of hair.
Yeah.
Oh, look at it.
It's cousin it.
We should get it. Hold on a minute. That is a perfect picture right there. No, put your hand.
Put it back in front.
Yeah. There we go. That's a good picture.
That's funny.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Tuned to SNSN for all of the greatest hits of the 80s and all the news that we can muster on snsnonline.com. And just pay attention if you don't mind, or, just see what the next game that we're actually going to be carrying is going to be an away game, the boys, which won't be until the 30th.
30. Oh, that's some time.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be out in Berlin.
Yeah,
in Berlin.
Get a caravan.
Get the caravan. So anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Sorry about the choppy feed tonight. Not much we could do about it, but it is what it is, as Belichick would say. So for John, I'm Mike, and Cameron. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you real soon.